Hey Mustangs! So in this video today we are going to be talking about how to write and graph inequalities. So in your iPod you should have this foldable already glued in and your tabs already cut. So we're going to go tab by tab and talk about the different inequalities and how we write them and how we graph them. So the first one that we're going to look at is less than. So on the first tab I want you to write a big less than symbol. Then when you open it up, we've got our meaning. It's already written there for us. It's already written there for us. It says less than. So let's look at an example. Less than symbols might look something like this. B is less than 4. Now we're going to come over to our number line and we're going to talk about how we graph it. So the first thing we need to do is number our number line. So I'm going to go up by 1, starting with number 1. Now because it's less than, that means that I'm looking for a number that is smaller than 4, but it doesn't include 4. So at the number 4 on my number line, I am going to put an open circle. Open circle means that it does not include 4. Now I'm going to shade all of the numbers that are smaller than 4. So is 1, 2, 3, are those smaller, or 5, 6, 7, are those smaller? 1, 2, and 3 are the smaller ones, so that's where I'm going to shade. A little trick that you can use for shading. As long as your variable is on the left, you can look at the direction that your inequality symbol is pointing, and that will tell you the way to shade. But this only works if your variable is on the left. Alright, let's do the next one. So the next one is less than or equal to. So on the front of your next tab, you're going to write a big less than or equal to. So the way we denote the or equal to is we put the extra little line under our less than sign. So an example, let's graph E is less than or equal to 8. Remember, these letters are just variables. They represent any number, so it doesn't matter what letter you use. So now we come to our number line. We need to number it, so let's go up by 1s, starting with 5. Now because this is less than or equal to, that means that it could include the number 8. So I'm going to go to 8 on my number line, and instead of doing an open circle, I'm going to do a closed circle. It takes more ink to write less than or equal to. It takes more ink to do a closed circle. It takes less ink to do a less than symbol, so it takes less ink to do an open circle. Less ink, more ink, more ink. It's another way you can remember it. All right, so again, I want the numbers that are smaller than 8, so that's going to be everything to the left. And if I use the trick, my variable's on the left, so I can look at my inequality symbol. It's pointing to the left, so that's the direction that I would shade. All right, the next one that we're going to do is greater than. So on the front of the next tab, you can put a big greater than symbol. So the example we're going to look at is A is greater than 5. Got to start by numbering the number line, so we'll start at 2 and go up by 1s. Now this just says that A is greater than 5. It doesn't include 5. So when it doesn't include the number, the way that I denote that on my graph is by using an open circle. Less ink, less ink. So I go to 5, put my open circle. Now I want all of the numbers that are bigger than 5. Well, that's going to be 6, 7, 8. So I want to shade to the right. And using my trick, if I look at the greater than symbol, it's pointing to the right. So that would be the direction that I shade. Okay, the next one is greater than or equal to. So on our next tab, we'll put greater than or equal to. So you just do the greater than and then add the line. The example we're going to look at is X is greater than or equal to 7. So number your number line. We're going to start with 4 and go up by 1s. Basically, I'm trying to number the number line so that whatever number I'm putting the circle at, it's in the middle. So now this is greater than or equal to, so that means it includes 7, so we're going to put a closed circle. And everything that's greater is going to be shaded to the right. I'm going to go back real quick. I want to write open circle on the greater than, and I want to write closed circle on the greater than or equal to. Just because that's what you're going to hear your teachers say in class and be like, is that an open circle or a closed circle? This is what I mean when I say open circle or closed circle. All right, now the last one is not equal to. So when you're graphing a number that is equal, if you're graphing x is equal to 3, it's just a point on the line. So if you were graphing something like s is not equal to 3, using some of the logic that we did up here, if it doesn't include 3, that means I need an open circle at 3. So let's number. It does not include 3, so an open circle at 3. But what not equal to means is it just means it can't be 3. It can be anything else besides 3. It can be 5. It can be 0. So we're not only going to shade everything to the right, we're also going to shade everything to the left. And those are your inequalities and how to write and graph them. Don't forget to fill out your video summary below. Thank you.